Good morning, Dan and Amy. Well, we've talked about local elections. Got a municipal elections coming up again April 4th for local units of government, township, municipalities, park boards, school boards. It's the school districts for most of the state, particularly in the suburbs. The school spending is what drives your property taxes, which has a material impact on your home value.
Yeah, and the April 4th elections determine where 75% of your property tax dollars will be going.
Depending on the school district, but that's right.
But that's a huge amount of your money, your hard-earned money that you work for.
So we need leaders with a sense of fiduciary responsibility on school boards, and maybe it's time for some fresh blood at the school board level, and a lot of communities, including the Tony village of Bannockburn, where Phil Jackson used to live. Phil Jackson lived there when he was the coach of the Bulls. Seeking to represent Bannockburn, the children shall lead us. Well, or how about the young adults shall lead us? And one of those young adults that is attempting to lead us and lead the school district in the village of Bannockburn is 18-year-old Jake Leahy, who is preparing to go to class at high school he attends today, but got up early because he's also a candidate for school board to talk to us. Jake, thanks so much for joining us. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Dan and Amy. Thanks so much for having me on.
I'm
running.
Oh,
He's
just
ready
gets
to
right
go.
into it. Okay, well,
I'll
just
get
turn the
right
mic
into
over
it.
to you.
Yeah, I'm running for the Bannockburn School Board, which is Bannockburn, unincorporated Deerfield, which is Delmar Woods, and a little bit of River Woods. And I'm running just exactly as you're saying. 75% of our property taxes are controlled in these local elections, and it's a chance for the younger generation to step up and to finally have a say in our future rather than to sit back and watch Springfield make Illinois not sustainable and not able for – because I want to be able to come back here after I'm done with college and to come back and stay in Illinois, and that's why I'm running, because I believe that that's something that's so important to start off with at the local level.
For those of us who aren't familiar with the Bannockburn School Board, how many vacant seats are there? Are you running against an incumbent? Tell us about the actual election.
Yeah, so there are 4 vacancies, or there are 4 seats up for election there. I think my chances are pretty good, so I'll be running there and working to get on there to provide a voice in that election.
I think my chances are pretty good. Oh,
Wow.
really? Oh, really? Oh, boy, overconfidence, young man. I'm telling you. But the impetus, I mean, I know you've said about kind of new generation and not letting Springfield do any more damage to your hometown than it already does. But with respect to the school district itself, why the school board and why at this tender age of 18 when you should be thinking about, a prom I never attended?
Yeah, so absolutely. And, I mean, that's something that's obviously really important to look at. And when I look at the school, ever since I was there, I went Bannockburn School. I was at for 9 years, and I graduated less than 4 years ago. There's so many times where the school board makes a decision, and it's not really taking into account the students' voice or what they think. Because I can tell you about all these programs that were tried. Like one stands out. It was these weird, phone-like things that we were supposed to take a test with. And I remember right when we started this super expensive program, and I was sitting there I know this isn't going to work. We're never going to do this. And that's exactly, it turned out to be it didn't work out. Just programs like that where the students can tell you that it's not going to work, but they still continue to go forward and spend the money and waste the money. So by having somebody who's on the board who understands what's going on in the school, that's something that can allow us to be run better financially and to improve our schools just overall with better programs that are more that make more sense for the students.
Just as an aside, I don't know if you've got a date for the prom, but Amy is available. She is the North American record holder, and she'd like to extend her lead over second place.
Thank you, but I do have a date.
Oh, I'm sorry, Amy.
God, breaking my heart over here. All right, so somebody who's gone through the system, who's been through this, system that you want to be now on the board, what would be your first agenda item if you're elected?
Well, my first agenda item really right now is to set up some types of advisory boards or advisory council type things with students and recent alumni and parents too, because overall, I mean, nobody goes to the board meetings. Nobody really knows what's going on. So I want to have some type of system where we could talk to the people to figure out what's really going on and what people really want to see done, besides just from my perspective, but to make sure that I'm actively listening to other people to see what other people think and the best ways to improve the school that way.
How are you being received from some of the old hands at the school district, whether it's the administrative personnel and the teachers or other school board members and candidates?
I've actually been pleasantly surprised in talking to people. People do like the idea. People really like the idea of having somebody come in and have a different perspective, have a different voice. Now, obviously, some people are more receptive than others, but I have been overall very, very, very happy with how people have been receiving that and think that at the end of the day, yes, it's my future, it's my generation's future. And so that said, I'm the one who has more of a say, more of a pull in what's happening than the people who
That's right.
have been there forever, who are been working 30 years. It's just something that's what my future is.
Don't let them push you around, young man, and don't let them
No,
don't
definitely not. Don't
let
worry
them
about that.
don't let them kill you with kindness either. That's how they try and co-opt you. Don't do it, Jake.
So, Jake, how are
Definitely.
how are your fellow students treating you? Are they excited about this? Are they campaigning on your behalf? What's going on?
Yeah, no, it's awesome because look, a lot of my friends are now registered, even if they weren't for the November election. They're all registered for the municipal election on April 4th, which I'm sure that most of them would have never come out to vote for that. So, I mean, I'll be getting them out to vote. They're helping out with, they all want a yard sign. They all want to go tell their neighbors, do all that. So it's really awesome to see the engagement there. And I think this is a really good opportunity to be able to have a time where young people can realize, especially around here now, can say, oh, he's running for school board. The least I can do is go out and vote and know the candidates. So that's something that's really important, a great opportunity to move forward, to really promote engagement from younger people, which obviously it's virtually zero in a lot of places.
Young Turks, be free tonight. Time is on our side.
Okay, so is this
Don't let them get you down.
Hi, Jake, is this a few questions. Is this a paid position, and how long is the term, and are you going to college? Can you do both?
Yes. So it's not paid.
Mom
It's
question.
a 4-year term. And then next year I'll be going
Paid.
to the University of Illinois, more than likely down in Champaign. So I've talked to the school. I've talked to everybody about that. The meetings are once a month, so I'll just have to come back once a month for that. And nobody seems to think that's a problem at all. So that's going to be, I'll just come back up to 2.5-hour drive. So that's not going to be an issue at all.
All
That'd
right.
be cool being a University of Illinois student and also a school board member in Bannockburn.
Yeah,
Are you-
definitely.
That's hot, man. You got some street cred now.
Yeah, that'll be important to the fraternities when you're
When
rushing.
you're rushing, I can
yeah.
run this place. I run the school board.
And then, so are you going to leverage this school board office? Since you're basically, it's already a done deal according to you. Is maybe run for student body president down at U of I? Maybe bring back Chief Illiniwick.
Yeah, I've definitely looked at it. I'm not sure exactly how that'll go, but I'll definitely look into student government, that type of thing, to decide where I want to go forward. So definitely that's an option that's up there to try to. There's just a lot of chances on our college campuses to turn around with all that, and with BDS stuff and all those different movements on there. There's a big impact that could be had. So that's definitely something that I'll be looking at.
And then so you go school board in Bannockburn, then you go
Then you go
student
what?
body president, then I don't know, maybe are you
State rep?
are you gonna go get a law degree or something, or are you gonna just continue
yeah,
on?
that's what I want to do.
Yeah, see,
I want to
knew it.
go get a
I
law
knew it.
degree.
Yeah,
What's wrong? You have a law degree. Why are you
yeah,
pulling the
look-
young man?
Because look at me. Look how I turned out. Jake, don't do it. Don't be like me. So then you get your law degree, and then I suppose you run for Congress, and then let me try. So we got
So-
2018. So I'm saying 20, 2022, 26. I'm saying 2030. Jake Leahy for governor. Is that fair?
I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to follow in those footsteps.
Listen,
with a
you-
law degree and then governor. So
You got to have a plan, man. You got to have
I
a
don't know.
plan.
Easy. His plan right now is to become a school board member.
He's a precocious
my
young
plan is
man.
to best represent the Bannockburn School District 106 for the
Yeah.
next 4 years.
That's not exciting.
Have fun at
enough for me.
prom. You broke my heart this morning, Jake. all right.
I'm sorry about that.
So Jake, where can people get more information about your candidacy, whether they're in Bannockburn or not?
Yeah, so it's voteleahy.com. That's Leahy. You could donate there, volunteer there, anybody in the area. It's a great way to actually get a conservative candidate in this type of area here, really to have a good chance of getting on and to really make a difference onto the sport.
I love it. And see how skilled he is? What's the first thing you said? You can go to my website and do what? Donate.
Donate.
All right. All right. You know what you're doing. We're impressed. Good luck with the campaign. Good luck on April 4th, and good luck at U of I. Thanks for joining us, Jake. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me on.
Great young man, and he joined us on our turnkey.pro answer line.